working. Good evening. Oh, hi. Oh, lots of females in this world. Anyways. I was expecting the bar to be different before opening hours, but I guess it's just the same tired thing. Alma? Ah, Leonidas. Gillian. Marcello. I stumbled across her on my way in and asked her if she wanted to tag along. Hope you don't mind. Sure, make yourself at home. Where's the boss? She didn't put the helmet on again, did she? She went out for a bit. I don't know what for, but she'll be back. Alright. Alma, make yourself comfortable while I prepare. Right, thanks. I still don't know the titles of these songs. I'm just going to pick them at random. I think I should have Your Love is a Drug now. Don't know where it would be. Underground Cloud, Showtime. Karma Digital Drive. With renewed hope. Ah, here it is. Sure, let's... What does it sound like? Sure. Time to mix drinks and change lives. What was that? No, just something they make me say back in instruction. It kinda stuck. Huh. I went to school at a school that made us stand up with our hands on our backs when someone came in. That habit didn't rub off until high school or so. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Oh yeah, look at this. A glass with a signature. I'll assume that's either an autograph or impromptu medicine recipe. That Kiramiki girl came here yesterday before her concert, actually. Oh yeah, now I see her name here. You don't seem very surprised. I like B-Link more, actually. The stoic-looking duo, right? Okay, the two voices are sounding exactly the same. Yep, those. Seems you had a better day than mine yesterday. I had to break up with Damien. I see. Want a drink? You don't seem all that surprised. Alma, we've known each other for, what, a few months now? I'd be interested if those relationships of yours went further than a week or two. You say you broke up, but there's usually not enough time to foster something to break. It's more like, the guy wasn't what I wanted, so I stopped flirting. You could pretend to be a little bit more interested, you know. Like my mom says, if I don't buy it, it's because I know the product. Okay. That's a good saying. Speaking of buying, do you want a frame? A frame? Yeah, for all these pics you have of your boss, the one filling your phone's memory. Some seem sneakily taken at that. Oh, look at that smug face. Give me a second. Today's a little bit on the hotter end, so I wanted to make sure the AC was on. Is that true? What do you care? How the hell did you find that out? So it is true. Shut up. I'm a hacker, remember? You shouldn't piss off a hacker. Aw, I really like this one of her sleeping in her office. I think I'll copy it. You... Hey, can you make me a bad touch before we keep arguing? Sure. Bad touch. I feel like... So there's a bad touch here. So Bronson extract, 2 powder delta, 2 flangernide, 1, 2, 3, 4. I can just load this up. I have a feeling that'll be funnier. Oh yeah, forgot. Bronson, powder delta, flangernide, carmotrine. And all on the rocks and mixed. Fail? Oh. Okay, fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. On the rocks and mixed. Here. Who gives these strings their silly names? Usually the one who registers it. Some people have a the silly sense of humor. Like that girl who keeps laughing over a particular drink's name. Yeah. So, who's Damien again? The one with the nice car. Sure, he's also the manager at the bank, but that car was what caught my eye, you know? And what was wrong with him? Turns out he was a LARPer. LARP? Live action role-playing? Sounds more like a nickname than of some heavy-handed writer or military organization. What did he roleplay as? Have you heard of the Woodstock fairs? Those events where people barely dress, stink, roll in the mud, and fornicate? Those are hippies, yeah. He frequents those, and it's something I'd rather not deal with. At all. If I stayed with him, I'll eventually have to. I mean, I need to support my partner in what he does, but if it's something like that... You see? That's the problem right there. You say breaking up like you had something formal, but most of the time you're still getting to know him. Think about it. Have you ended your longest lasting relationships for things like those? Okay, sorry for not using the right word or whatever, but I'm still sorely disappointed. And at least I'm trying to get some action. When was the last time you spent the night with someone else? Last night. Your cat doesn't count. A year ago. It was messy. See? I mean, I have no idea how you deal with that. If I were you, I would have pushed Gillian over there into a closet ages ago. Excuse me? People have different needs and priorities. Yes, but don't you miss having the warmth of someone else at your side? Using them as a pillow, mixing your perfume with theirs. Oh, that's kind of cute. Putting your head on their chest, listening to them breathe as they pet your head. I can see that being nice. Dozing off, knowing they're there, watching you, protecting you. Jill? Anything I can make you, to shut you up and drink. I'll have, you know what my Uncle Yuan taught me? I'll have you know that my Uncle Juan taught me ventriloquism when I was 12. Drinking won't stop me from talking, or making tasteless puns for your Aunt Rosa. Still, get me something weird, would you? Weird drink. Yeah, something different, experimental, uncommon. Let's see. I mean, I would just get them. I'm tempted. Oh, but anyways. Promo drinks. Zen Star. I haven't made one of these. 4 of each ingredient. Sour. It's bland though. Grizzly Temple. Bitter, promo bland. Bloom Light. Why all the bland? Sour, promo strong. Sure. Let's get her a nice pricey one. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. All on the rocks and mixed. Here. Yeah, this fits the bill. This promotional drink made to commemorate a movie. Read, they leapt at the chance to sell drinks that would be unmarketable otherwise. Oh. You know, your orders are weird today. They are? Yeah, usually the first thing you ask for is a brandini, and then something like Cobalt Velvet or something similar. Well, I sometimes feel like I need something different, you know? Something tells me part of the reason you left this naming guy was he was too deep into routine. Maybe. Hey, speaking of routines, as a hacker, what's your opinion on the whole Alice Rabbit thing? That's the silence of somebody that just said something stupid. Stupid enough to warrant the speech they've prepared just for the occasion like this. As always, very perceptive of you. You know, decades ago, there was this group of people that hacked a simple site with an agenda. Can't remember what they used to call themselves, I just remember that it was just petty vandalism. Anyway, everyone that participated started using the same name. They wanted to create this anonymous anarchist identity. This whole Alice Rabbit thing is the logical conclusion of that. It's what happens when that idea reaches a breaking point and goes mainstream. It's no longer a group, but an individual. An untouchable entity watching from the shadows, monitoring and judging everything anyone does. Observing, tolerating, but no one but them itself. A lot of bullshit for what's essentially a pet that the press made up. The antithesis of your usual boogeyman, if you must. So, you don't think such a person exists? Don't know, don't care. I mean, we have seen actions of such an entity, but it might be anything, an individual, a group, an AI. That's not taking into account all the copycats and pranksters using the name. So Alice Rabbit is a thing that exists, but it's also really muddied overall. There's something else that worries me though. That kind of story always catches the attention of kids of such. They start trying to hack stuff without knowing the risk or consequences. Imagine if suddenly a group of tweens broke into this bar and started asking for drinks. That's how it feels for me, and it's thanks to that damned Alice Rabbit thing. I see. Well, but enough of that. There's a more pressing matter at hand. There is? Yeah, you've been delaying my invitations for hanging out sometime for too long. Oh, that. Do you hate me that much, Jill? Does my presence make you that uncomfortable? No, at this rate, I might just crash by your apartment. That way you can't just say no. Maybe I'll also crash for the night. We could have a sleepover, braid our hair, tell stories all night, shower together. You know you need some human warmth in that place. That's a statement. Yeah. Those would fill the entire bathroom. Man, you react too nonchalantly. It's no fun. React a little bit. Let me tease you for a second. I refuse. In all seriousness, though, any particular reason you keep turning down my invitations? I mean, it's not a date. I just want to have a conversation with you outside these four walls. I'm not a morning person. I registered for a night shift precisely to avoid waking up early. The earliest I've asked you out is 10 a.m., you know. That's early morning by my standards. I mean, it's not that I don't want to hang out, I just don't want to wake up early. You are hopeless. Oh, there's a concurrent viewer. Hi! Welcome to the stream. I'm doing a weird voice at the moment, sorry. Anyways. Welcome back, Chaotic. Thank you as per usual. Anyway, I'm gonna need another drink here. Like, say, a big brandini. Okay. Finally, that's the Alma I know. Brandini. 1, 2, 3. How do I make this big? 1, 2, 3. 1. Aged. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, they can get even bigger? That's crazy. Okay. It's a big Brentini. 10 out of 10 smug, sweet, classy, happy. All aged and mixed. Here. You know, Brentini is such a weird name. It was originally supposed to replicate the Martini. Problem is, the BTC got a hold of a brand of vermouth that was named after a certain automobile company. So, on a weird whim, they changed its name. I see. You know, I was wondering. Yeah? Don't you worry about the people you work for might be doing with the information you provide? I did not read that well. Not really. You don't? Do you worry about what happens to people when they leave this place drunk? Not really, most of the time. Well, neither do I. Why should you? Do you get people drunk? Some say my beauty is intoxicating, but that's besides the point. Oh, it's nice to have good confidence. I get my payment, do my job, forget about the whole thing. So how's your day been, Chaotic? I mean, I'm trying to fit in a little bit of chit-chat here and there to make sure that at very least something's happening in chat. Anywho, my day's been fairly, you know, here and there. Been dealing with some family issues. Had to end up streaming a little bit later than I would prefer. You make your job sound so easy. Once you understand what precautions to take, it's no problem. I've always found my job fun. However, most of my contracts are consultancy-based gigs. It's not like every day's a thrill. Do you meet with your clients, or... I don't. It's always from behind as many filters as I can manage. Yeah, it seems like we both had a little bit of busy days nonetheless. I remember I once did a job where I had a couple of kids relaying letters. For security reasons, right? Actually, because that way I lose a lot less time. I don't have to deal with clients hitting on me or pestering me after the job's done. I also don't have to lose time proving my worth because large breast equals small brain or something like that. I mean, protecting my identity is one of the reasons, but the few times I've shown myself, they weren't even risky or dangerous jobs, just run-of-the-mill security checks. I don't know. Maybe I just need to show up as a disheveled nerd or something. Give them what they expect to see. I mean, considering that she looks like she's in a turtleneck sweater, all cleaned up. Or I just don't show up and save myself the trouble. Why all the questions? Yeah, so just things I've been curious about, and I always forget to ask. So many Alice Rabbit headlines have made me wonder about the hacking business too. Oh, I'll remember to ask you things next time then. Well, I'll take my leave now. See you!